right, hi everybody. Hey, this is my name is David,
And I'm Chuck.
and we are a brand new podcast called the Metal Family Experience. We're sitting here with two guests right now, but we're going to take just a few minutes just to introduce ourselves and how we got started and why we're doing this. So, Chuck, that's your job right there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yep, I met my friend here, and he got me into the first of my local metal stuff. And I loved it, introduced me to everybody. And then I met Dave, and I got him going to it just the same, and we just are all about all of it.
It was the sandbar that you took me to.
Yeah, that
took
was
me
your
and
first
Gibson.
one. Yep.
Yeah, we took my 13-year-old Gibson to the sandbar because that was a good show.
That was
a really good show.
Yes, it was.
Because
they brought
just so inviting, the scene around here. It really is.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So we just ended up just kind of going. Just kind of kept going on all that. And then we just kind of just for shits and giggles.
Keep going.
One night I brought up about a podcast that he doesn't remember because he was just too drunk, which is a shocker.
Yeah, big shock.
No.
But then we started talking about it and all this, and then people will find out here in a second. But
And now it's happening.
yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get pretty much like the local, maybe regional scene in Northwest Pennsylvania. Bring people on who are local bands, talk to them, just have a conversation.
So people can get to know
Yeah.
all the guys in the bands, guys and girls, all of them in the bands, and hopefully get more people out to shows.
And just get to know them. Let them bring their, if they want to bring it, let me just information, or if they want to even they want to drop a new song down. Getting people to, get more people involved, get more people to come to your shows and all that. But anyway, that's kind of enough about us. But the reason why we're here tonight in our first episode is because of Mr. Kenny Sutton, who puts on what we hear is going to be a banger of a show called Mosh for Tots. Hello, Mr. Kenny.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, you do the Mosh for Tots every single year. How long has this been going on?
I'm gonna say this is year 8. I'm pretty sure this is year 8. I was
Really?
gonna count the flyers earlier, but it slipped my mind. But I'm pretty sure I'm on year 8
Eighth
now.
year. Yeah, we're going to get into it because I'm sitting here looking at the lineup, and this is pretty good. This is going to be a banger.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
Got
really
some
good
fresh
one.
bands on there.
Yeah, some ones that I haven't heard of, but I can't wait to. I think Less Than Expected is the one I want to go see.
Oh, I mean, they're great, and so that's a punk band from Ashtabula, Ohio. And I believe originally the core members, Martin, this vocalist, he's originally from Florida, and I believe he's founded the band in Florida. But don't quote me on that. He's also the one that did the artwork on the flyer too.
Yeah, I was going to say the artwork on here is.
It's killer. It's killer.
That could bring nightmares.
Yeah, right.
I like that. But all right, hey Chuck, I want you, because we have a very special guest on our first episode.
Super
But I have to
special
have
guest.
Chuck introduce him. So Chuck, get right on in there.
One of the biggest OGs in the local metal scene, has been in multiple different bands, and I've heard a few of them, and I love them. One of the most awesome metal voices in town, for sure. He's super sexy as fuck. My friend, you all know him, you love him, Jaden fucking Foo.
Thanks, Chuck.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Coming from Big Pimpin' Sexy himself, that is an honor.
That is.
Truly an honor.
I'm honored having you guys here.
Yeah, and it's awesome seeing, you guys who Chuck introduced you to the scene, you brought Dave in, and now you're doing this, and now you're becoming an integral part of the scene. That's awesome.
I love it.
And getting sitting next to Kenny, who, he's been in almost as long as I have.
Yeah.
We don't get to sit together very often,
We
so
don't.
it's kind of nice.
Normally it's, hey, Kenny, beer this, beer that, good band, see you later.
Yep.
Yep.
No, this is nice.
All right, Mr. Kenny, I want to get back to this Mosh for Tots. So I kind of want to figure out, how did this start?
It was just a wild hair idea I had. It was years ago. I remember seeing other shows and other events going on for the Toys for Tots Foundation, and I was like, man, like we have such a great community, like a huge, I wouldn't say huge, but I mean a really big scene, and it's always growing, like year by year. Like, why not try to do something like this? Why not try to do something to get toys for kids, but still have,
That's very
bring
cool.
the metal community together and have a day of fun about it. So
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
it was a wild hair idea. With the help of Basement Transmissions and Robert Jensen, they helped me and supported the idea a lot throughout the years, and they helped get the ball going. And
Do you remember the first year?
very vaguely, very vaguely. It was so long ago. I know. I
I was
believe
going to ask you if you knew who was on in the first year.
I could probably find out within the interview, but I know, I think there was only maybe like 6 bands. I just did the front stage, I believe.
And now you have what? There's 13 this year.
13, yeah.
That's quite a bit.
I've been running back to both stages back to back, half-hour sets for the last couple years.
Awesome.
In the first year, I didn't. The option of having beer wasn't there either. So, and I hate to say that beer doesn't like help bring in people, but
Oh, that
it really
definitely
does.
It's-
It really does. So.
It's more fun when you don't have to sneak it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it's so much
Because
better.
that's awkward.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
super
So
cold
awkward.
outside in December, having a quick
Yes.
12-ouncer.
6-pack of beer in your underwear, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
awkward.
Joe Nameless style.
You go down in the mosh pit and they're like, "Feed your pants," and it smells like Yingling.
Right.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my god. So how many like who does this who do you Toys for Tot who it goes to, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right. So how did you you came up with this, and then this goes to the Toys for Tots. So how did you get involved with Toys for Tots?
It was kind of an evolving thing for the first few years of me just trying to figure it out.
Okay.
The first, pretty much getting into it, I just messaged them on Facebook. There's a local Pennsylvania county or Erie County Toys for Tots group. Messaged them. Eventually, I get a response back, and they were like, "Yeah, just send us the information about the show, whatnot," and told me when the deadline is to bring in the toys or whatnot. So that's kind of how I got that going, and I was doing a lot more of the legwork the first couple years, because it wasn't up till recently when they started sending some Marines up and attending the
Nice.
event. Yeah, no, it's very cool. They,
Oh, they're
It is cool when you walk in and they have 2 bins and 2 Marines standing there, and
oh, that's really
all
cool.
That's
night.
awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool.
So they've
especially
been,
at a heavy metal.
Yeah.
event. That's so weird to see. You
it
never
is,
see that.
and you could tell that they kind of feel a little uncomfortable too, and they gotta be kind of clean and professional and up, and
Right.
I'm always just telling them just relax, man. It's just have a good time.
Yeah, you
I
know they
you-
want to come in.
Yeah.
You know they want to come in and party.
Right. But it's been very cool, and ever since they've been coming up to help out with the event, they've been taking back the toys and bringing in the boxes, which is great, because usually it's I stay up all night and get to the VA Marine base and drop off the toys at 6 a.m. the next day, because that's the deadline before they start giving them out to the families or
Okay,
whatnot.
so that's why they got the Marines there. So after.
So now, yeah, they've been sending them out the past few years, and it's been a huge help for me. So.
That's awesome.
So what's it like getting all these bands together?
It's a lot of fun, but it also can be
Do
kind
you,
of
do
stressful.
you do it by yourself, or do you have help?
I do it by myself. I have tons of people offering help left and right, which I love, and it's great. But I'm just so I'm just kind of so used to doing
Doing it this way, and your
Yeah,
way. Okay,
and-
gotcha.
feel
And
the same way.
Yeah, I'm just so used to
And
doing
sometimes,
it.
sometimes it's just almost easier.
Too many hands in the cookie pot.
Yeah.
People are amazing. I'd love to give you a hand, but I know if you offered me for Massacre, I'd be like, "Nah, I got it, dude. But thank you."
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It can be stressful though, getting all the bands together, because almost every year I have someone drop out last minute or something happens. But luckily, past few years, things have been going relatively smooth.
No dropouts this year.
No dropouts, but I have the biggest list of backup bands.
Really?
I was gonna
Yes.
say, it's a known thing You know, it's a fight to get on this show.
Which
is really.
You
it's
know,
awesome.
So how do you,
It really is.
So how do you determine who's on the show then?
This is kind of one of the reasons why I like doing it, because I like to have fun with it. Every year, I approach it differently. Like this year, I'm pretty laid back about it. This year, I was just gonna be like, it was like after August or so, I was like, I'm just gonna, whoever I kind of bump into, whoever I kind of see, I'm just gonna be like, hey, like, play Mosh Pits. Or if I see someone out in the wild, I'll message them on Facebook or something like that. And that's kind of just how I did it this year. And so that's how I went about asking the bands. But once I got my list of 13 or so bands, how I did it this year, once again, I change it up every year, is I approached each band on how long they've been together. Like, I gave them priority. It's like, okay, like, you've been together the longest, so at least to my memory, what slot would you want? And so I kind of like to have fun with it. I don't really try to make sure, like, the biggest band's here or anything like that.
It's all just random.
It's kind of just random.
Nice.
Yeah. The biggest shocker to me, honestly, I'm a big fan of Shiver. I was not expecting them to take the opening spot. I was not expecting that. I was like, all right, cool, awesome. Like, we're going to start it off hard.
It's cool. I know, I think I've played in 4 or 5 different bands on Mosh for Tots.
Yes.
Wow.
I lost count.
Okay, well, you've been involved in that.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, I think Scarwork, Ice Cream, and then Reiteration of Beneath the Scars,
Yep.
and then WTS, the band that was some people from Beneath the Scars,
Yep. I remember that. That was a big one. That was a
and
big
Battle
deal.
Chapel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Last year and this year.
and this year, yeah.
This year.
It's always one of my favorite shows, one of the ones we look forward to.
Well, thank you. Thank you for
Interesting.
playing. I'm looking forward to it.
It's funny because you said this is like the 8th year,
Yes.
and I'm like the only one who's like the outsider because I'm not from this area.
Well, you're not outside anymore.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
in,
I'm-
sir.
You're on
way-
air.
We sucked you in and you're trapped. You heard the
way
siren
up inside
song.
you.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
in the ether now.
But this year is the first year that I've seen stuff on Facebook. Like, I haven't seen anything anywhere. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
That was good. You could sell that
I just got a
sample.
little.
Let's see if I can repeat.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I got a little chub from those. Thanks, guys.
Little 12-ounce chub.
No, it's like a microbrew. But no, it's
That's
just
what
like,
she said.
is there like, because this is a cool event because it actually helps a lot of people, but it doesn't seem like it's like it's advertised a lot. Like this is the first year I've ever seen it, and I heard about it. I vaguely heard about it last year.
Well, I seen it last year.
Yeah, but
Didn't make it, sadly.
but really weren't. But it just seems like it needs to be, because this is like one of those events that just needs to be thrown down their throats until.
Unfortunately, and I'm pretty sure Kenny will agree with me. Like, I share the shit out of this show last year. I share the shit out of this show this year. But if you're not putting money in it anymore, you don't get pushed on Facebook.
No.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true too.
even for my event this year, if you want people to see it, you have to pay.
Yeah.
So it's really about that word of mouth and people inviting people and
Or maybe I'll just get a hold of a contact that I know at the Erie News and see if they could do a piece on this.
That'd be awesome. That would be really cool.
Especially since I do a lot of service work at his house
oh, that's cool.
and really know him quite well. But yeah, other than that, like you said, there's going to be beer there. Who's providing the beer?
John Russell Brewing Company.
Sweet. Do you know
Nice.
what kind we're having?
What's that?
What kind are they bringing?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Something sweet. It's going to be a mystery.
I can keep that in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see what kind of beer is going to be there and see if it's going to. I don't know, put my dick
I
in
know.
the dirt.
I know there will be about. I'm gonna probably bring 4 beers. Probably a Mexican lager, or me and Julio. That's like our number one. and probably maybe our Irish red ale. And I know I'm gonna bring a Maibach, like a 7.5% Maibach, and I'll have a double IPA as well.
I like it when Chuck rubs my buck.
Yes.
There you go.
You definitely do. Most of the time, just rough and
You
rugged.
do it while
but-
drinking
Do
a
you have a
Maibach.
my front so I can make that joke too?
Oh boy.
I'm working on that one. I'm working on that.
How many of these beers have you had your hands on as a brewer there?
Yeah.
All of them actually.
All of them?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I didn't make any of the recipes, but
Right.
as to brewing them and the labor, yeah, that's been all me there. So.
Have you came
So-
up with your own recipe?
We're getting there. I've just kind of gotten into stages, actually. They are letting
Very
me
cool.
have fun doing little 5-gallon like batches there. So
Nice.
I'll have a rotating line every now and then called a.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's gonna be what's the frequency Kenneth line.
Oh, that's really cool. That's
You
a
can
cool
be like,
name.
what's the frequency Kenneth, and be like, oh, it's a stout this time or whatever. So.
Oh, so we can change. So you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna
oh,
change it
that's
up.
awesome.
Like I don't know how often. It depends like how much free time I have, which ain't much. But I think the next one I'm gonna do is probably like a Croatian lager or something like that. Maybe
That
a
sounds
banana
different.
sour.
That sounds really good.
So cool.
That sounds
I'm
really
It's
good.
stoked.
awesome.
I'm stoked about it.
Multi-talented.
I love it when you
Definitely.
like bring beers to Jim and I or something, and you're like, "Hey, try this," and it's like, "Sweet."
I'll keep that in
It's
mind.
like,
I
it's like
love
Christmas all over.
Yeah, it
again.
really is, man.
I love sharing beers.
Oh, that's hilarious. But I'm seeing here on the thing that you got vendors showing up.
Oh yeah, just a couple. I had a few more last year. I know my buddy Francisco will be getting set up. He's gonna have some like handcrafted art
Yeah, I've
that
seen
he's
the
been
Shadow
doing.
Night. I've seen they got some good stuff.
Yeah, Shadow Night Curiosities. They got some really cool
They got
stuff.
some really cool stuff.
Really
And
nice
they're
guys.
just cool fucking dudes.
Yeah, they are.
Really,
Like,
dude.
they're
really
just cool
Oh.
fucking dudes.
I gotta tell you the story about them. We were at oh my god,
One
Voodoo.
of the, yeah, one
We're
of the
at,
Voodoo brewing shows.
yeah, one of the outside shows,
Okay.
and I think it was like Storms. I forget who I was playing, but they kept staring at me. I'm like, I'm like just sitting there, and like for like a half hour, like I just like look over and they're just like staring at me. And finally, they come up to me, and they asked me if my name. God, I wish I remember who it was, but they asked me, what? Oh, Scott. That was the name, Scott. They thought I was. They said I was someone else. So they were staring at me for a half hour, thinking I'm someone else, thinking they weren't sure to come up to me or not because they weren't 100% sure.
I thought maybe they thought you were like the summer Santa Claus from
I
that
don't know.
one cartoon. Like, the one where they're like, "Eat
Yeah,
Santa, eat Santa."
No, but now I see him all the time. I'm like, it's me. I'm not the guy now.
So if you've never met Dave before, Dave is about 5'8". We'll give him some credit.
Thank you.
And
very much.
97 pounds.
And
Roughly.
I've been the same way since high school.
Yeah, like 150?
Right around there, yeah.
150, yeah.
Wow.
Ever since about freshman year of high school.
With,
Hoping
with
for
a
the same
beautiful silver beard. Hence the year without a Santa Claus.
It is pretty sexy.
It really is.
Yeah,
So whoever this Scott guy is, he must be a banger with the ladies.
Yeah.
Must be.
Or dudes. No judge.
No judge.
No
judge.
judgment.
But yeah, that's my beard. I say 7 years. Yeah, it's been about 7 years. since
Yeah, I
I've
think
shaved.
so.
This is definitely, it's a nice table of facial hair.
Yeah, it is.
Kenny with the nice
It's like,
goatee.
it's like different stages
Yeah.
of
I
length. You
shaved
got
mine down too soon.
Chuck with the chin strap.
It is. It's definitely the stages you
It's
got.
the wife's fault it's
Kenny.
short.
It is, yeah. That's the opposite. If I had your beard, my wife would kill me.
Yeah. Thanks for making me cut it, woman.
I don't know. Mine likes to grab it. It's like a handlebar.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Does it help you get to the right hole?
Sometimes. Sometimes. But I'm a squirrel. My nickname is Squirrel, so
Yeah.
I get
Oh,
I get lost really
Easily
quick.
distracted.
Yeah, so I must have some kind because I'll get focused on one thing and then I'll get high and then I'm doing something else, then 3 other things at the same time. It's like a squirrel.
It happens.
We tried talking about the first episode last weekend, but all squirrel happened, and yeah, we had to do it again last night.
I mean, isn't that the joy of it, though?
It
That's part
is.
of the creative process.
It is.
I mean, if you've ever gone to a band practice, you know how many songs you start writing, and next thing you know, you're working on a Lady Gaga cover.
There you go.
No joke, scar work. We did Bad Romance.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We would be playing shows, you know, and like you're out of town, nobody knows your music, people are listening, and then you bust out a rah rah ah ah, and all of a sudden everybody's like, ooh, it's Lady Gaga.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
I love it.
to be able to bring that up and sing it like you just did. I mean,
Yeah. That was
fuck
pretty
what
good.
everybody thinks. Be a man.
All right, kid. JD, you gotta do me a favor then.
What's that?
Somewhere on this night, at the very end, you gotta sneak that in for me.
Oh, I'll mic check to it. That's one of my favorite mic check songs, especially when we do death metal shows.
I'm gonna get a video of
Because
Nice.
some people are not comfortable with all music, and I love it. I mean, in order to be a good musician, you have to appreciate all music. You can't just be like, I love death metal. Death metal's the only good music.
Right.
No other music.
I agree.
Same thing. I mean,
So I love, you go to a death metal show and just bust that out as a warm up.
Throw everybody off.
I also
yeah.
like Blank Space Baby by Taylor Swift. Because that song, it's so. The groove in that song is so great for a metalist. like,
I'll
to
tell you,
warm-
I have a customer, but I usually
I love it.
You guys are nasty.
Oh man, it happened.
You
Son of
dropped
a bitch.
Episode 1 and Chuck's going under the table.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, we'll be right back.
After this important.
Did you save it?
Yep.
Well, the
For
fact
those
that-
at
Safe.
home, he
It had
has
to be
a cigar
me.
he dropped.
It had to be me.
Yeah, and he put his ass crack right on my fucking face. Did you see
He
that?
was trying to
See it
Bill
all the
Clinton you.
time. Yeah.
I almost took a lick.
I mean, I gotta pay you for what you've done today so far. So
That's
hey,
true. But no, I got this. I got a client that I go to maybe I don't know twice a year. Dude, he's 105 years old. Old black man in Erie. Coolest guy you've ever met. You go to his house, he might be having like vinyl blues playing, jazz or whatever.
Awesome.
So cool.
Love that
It's
stuff.
so cool.
yeah.
So,
And you know it's gonna be good as fuck too.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
real classic
yeah, like
jazz. Yeah.
just like one of those old fashioned.
It's so cool. I love listening to stuff on
nights
vinyl.
on the weekends. I'd always put on Super Soul Saturday when I was plastic working.
Yeah.
Blast that on the radio. It's yeah. I look forward to it.
Good times.
Any song just has to catch me. Yeah, I don't care what it is, but if it has a good beat, it's a good vibe. You'll know it you'll know a good song when you hear it. It doesn't matter what genre. I mean, you're gonna feel
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And those are the good songs. There's some out there just like, oh Jesus Christ, how the hell did you come up with that shit?
I think you could tell if somebody put passion and
Yes.
creativity into
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Or if they're singing someone else's song for the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
That's
do,
like,
do you remember MTV Unplugged? All right.
Mhm.
Which one do you think was the best one?
yeah, Nirvana. I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
Nirvana. Yeah.
come on, man. 90s, I was coming into my own. Nirvana was
That was,
just
was
the
awesome.
a big
best
part
one.
of my life.
Nirvana
Yeah.
Unplugged. That was
Yeah.
probably the best.
So of course I love the Nirvana one, but I think unfortunately I'm a little bit younger here at the table. I didn't get to watch the performance for that. What got me into the MTV Unplugged was seeing Korn's MTV Unplugged,
Korn is
and
very good.
I thought that
Oh,
was
yeah.
such a cool little concert they did. So, and that's what really opened the door. Then I saw like the Alice in
Korn.
Chains one, and that's sick. Like I love the Alice in Chains one.
Korn was phenomenal.
Yeah.
They
They
still
were,
are.
to me, I thought they were so underrated.
Jonathan Davis's voice is amazing.
It just
Yeah.
his able to go from like everywhere, just like with no straining. It's just like the dude's voice is incredible.
Wait.
But
I mean, y'all know what I do. I love my kilts and everything. When that dude comes out on
Yep.
stage with a bagpipe, wearing a kilt,
oh,
yeah.
like, I mean, it
Jesus
just
Christ.
that just
was-
grabs you in the feels, and you just, oh,
yeah. And you're sitting there looking at that going,
yeah.
like
I'm
something
amazing.
about it's about to go down here.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing that live and
Never seen him in concert, but I would
Oh,
love to.
amazing.
I never
It is
seen him
so
in concert
good.
either.
Yeah.
no, I think one of the went to a Grateful Dead concert in Indianapolis. Only made it into the parking lot.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I remember this story now.
Yeah, it was like probably one of the few remaining ones before Garcia died. And it was always tradition that, you partied in the parking lot. If you can get, hold your finger, whatever. But you can hear the music where, you were just partying. You're eating $1, grilled cheese sandwiches.
Nobody told you not to eat the whole bag.
No, that one was in Virginia.
Oh, that was a different
Yeah.
one. Oh, okay.
But no, the one in Indianapolis, we were tripping. We were in our 20s, but we were tripping, and
Damn it, Kenny.
you could see like that back wall start like shaking like this. People inside were starting to bang on it, and all of a sudden it collapsed, and then everybody just rushed, and all of a sudden it was like on cue, all the cops came, and we were just like, but yeah, the one he's talking about. This was my wife was it's about 7 months pregnant. A bunch of us went to a concert, not like maybe like a basement transmission type of venue.
Okay.
And it was a band called Rat Dog. I don't know if you know who that is. That's you know who Bob Weir is from the Grateful Dead. It was his side band.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So it was that type of music. So it was like maybe 7 of us, and we were, mind you, this is probably, I was in that time probably my early 30s, probably old enough to know better, but I didn't care.
Yep.
Was drinking, of course, get high, and then decided, we were going to get shrooms. So I had an eighth of shroom.
Oh,
Never
boy.
taken it before, never seen it before.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So we're in the bathroom at the venue, and I was asking him, like, so naive, what do I do? Oh, you just eat it. The whole thing? Yeah. Me, they're talking about just take one,
Yeah.
take one cap. I have an eighth in the bag, and you said, take it all. So I took it all, my first time.
Oh
It
boy.
was-
Rolling in the middle of the road.
It was
Mommy,
it-
save me.
Not many people take it all the first time.
No.
Oh,
Usually gotta kind of get
Well,
it inch by inch.
I was doing really, really, really well. I was really vibing until I didn't realize it was an all ages place, and there was like maybe, I don't know, 8, 9-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and
So what
They
you're
just-
saying is
yeah.
you were Joe Nameless before Joe Nameless.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it gets better.
Nice.
Because I ended up somehow calling my wife, and she picking me up, and I'm sitting in the median, in the middle of the road in the median, waiting for her, just sitting in front of the venue in the median, just waiting for her, middle of the road, just waiting. That was a good time.
That's a good night, wasn't it, Tammy?
No, not even a little.
No,
No.
no, she was not happy.
Nice.
You guys can speak a little bit. This is the middle family experience, so
No.
you know.
Yeah, we.
She was speaking, rolling her eyes plenty.
No, I'm a big advocate for like micro dosing and like the
Yeah.
DMT
Yeah, a
and
little
all that
bit.
stuff.
I think
Experience.
if things work, things work. You know, the people that get the med cards for anxiety, people med cards for a lot of things. Like, it works. It works.
It does.
Yeah, why not?
I really think like there's too much judgment placed on that stuff.
Well, there's too much regulations.
Agreed.
Yeah.
To me, I would have. I'm more of a absolutist, but
I just
I don't
think
think any of it should be illegal.
I just think it's crazy. I can get completely hammered on a bottle of whiskey and do really stupid stuff. but
Exactly.
People can't smoke a doobie somewhere. I mean, it's
Yeah.
getting better. It's getting
It is.
legal
Yeah, a
more
lot better.
places. But I know there are a lot of people I would much prefer to have that doobie than
Yeah.
drink whiskey with me because I'm a happy whiskey guy. A lot of people aren't.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
You know,
it depends
I've
on
seen it.
it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
And so, but me, I
Yeah.
strictly just stick with my med card and my cannabis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. I get to sleep good 6-7 hours now.
Heck yeah.
You wanna hear how Chuck became my friend?
Oh, please. I would love to know how many
No.
times he blew you.
Oh man, more than you can handle.
So, we work together, obviously, And I knew he was a cool dude, heavy metal. We talk a lot and everything. And then I became his partner on a line. And he introduced me to his favorite game, which was really scary at first. If you've ever seen Chuck and he walks up and says, "Want to play my favorite game?"
Yeah.
Especially with me being newer there. And you all listen to this. If you ever see Chuck Richardson, you'll be go, "Oh, yeah." No, it's what color does this burn?
Oh man, that was so much fun.
So when you're a technical person in a shop at 3 o'clock in the morning and nobody's paying attention,
Yeah.
you just take a chemical, spray it on the ground, take bets on what color it burns.
Yep. See if it fucking burns at all.
Then
I
you
mean,
get-
good God, we tried so much.
You
stuff
get a
there.
new, one of the departments gets a new chemical for cleaning or whatever else. You gotta steal a can, squirt the floor, and
I think
see
most
what
of the
color it
time it was
burns.
like the fluorine burning and that smell from it. It's like it's great to breathe this.
Is there something wrong with one of your presses over there, guys? Yeah, we had a thermocouple short. We fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing. We're just playing. There's
My
no-
favorite memory with you was always the giant dick in my toolbox made of scrap parts.
Oh, man.
That's how I knew you were a really kick-ass dude. I'm like, yeah, he's awesome.
He was off one day, and we made the pregnancy test, the little polypropylene cover, and you could they'd snap together. So I
Okay.
made
Oh,
two
yeah.
big balls and a big dick, and he had a box on top of his toolbox, probably
Yep.
3.5, 4 feet tall, and I filled that thing with this big plastic.
I still think I have a picture on a memory card.
Do you still
I think
have-
so.
Yeah,
I
whatever
think.
happened to it?
If they fall right apart.
Oh, yeah.
They fall
Once he
right
touched
apart.
it would fall
The
apart.
effort,
okay.
the effort put into it and the love
Oh,
that
that's
was felt
hilarious.
from
It
it.
took
I'm like,
hours,
yeah, that's
yeah.
our special quarter now.
Oh my god.
That's our
And then
special quarter.
Did you guys get any work done?
we got a lot of work
Got
done.
work done.
When you work good and you're efficient, you
Yep.
work well together.
You get lots of time to hang
Yeah.
out and do stupid shit.
And you can't tell people that you did a good job and you're done because the reward for good work is
More
more
work.
work.
More work.
Always more
You
work.
know?
More work. More work.
It's the punishment.
But we had the hardest
Oh my
line
God.
in the shop and we kept that thing pumping and thumping.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Just to be
Car ramrod.
just to be a fly on that fucking wall.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
That was
Sounds
so much
hilarious.
fun. That game
I don't
was
care. There's
awesome.
there's sometimes I would
When
love
you
to
got
be in
spray
a fly on the
bottles full
wall
of
in like
99%
different
alcohol.
situations.
It's fun.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just anywhere. I'm just like, I don't care anywhere, but just to be I don't know. I love eavesdropping. It's so much fucking fun.
People watching's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
people watching's really
People-
good.
Oh, that's a good entertainment.
I love Geneva on the Lake. Like, it's
Never
one of my
been
favorite
there.
places
Yeah,
to do.
you're-
We got to take you to Geneva on the Lake.
Yeah, you're
It's
done.
like 20 bars in a mile.
Yeah,
along
we've
with
been-
restaurants.
Me and the wife been there.
It's so great.
I
But
tried to
there's-
get her to take a picture of her titties and post it at the one bar with the
The
rest of
pavilion,
them.
yeah. But there are a couple
She wasn't
different...
having it.
There are a couple spots where, like, you go into a bar and they have, like, an upstairs that faces the road. So
Oh,
you
that'd
grab
be
a
kinda
beer
cool.
and you just sit out there and you watch people walking by. Like,
Watch everybody
the
going through
pavilion in
town.
the East End, yeah.
People watching is so much fun.
Especially, like, when the motorcycles are out and everything. Just watching.
There's sometimes like if I have time to kill between jobs or on board or whatever, during the day I'll go to the mall.
Oh, people
Yeah.
watching at the mall.
I'll get a coffee from used to get it from Pamper Palette, and I'm pissed off at them because I go there one day to get my macchiato, and they're no longer there.
Yeah, this first episode went all squirrel.
I
It sure
don't know
did.
why. No surprise when you say you're a macchiato guy.
Extra shot, and I get the tall ones. So there's like
Nice.
6 shots. I'm wired, but then I go there and they're gone.
They're
shut
not
down.
even there
They're not
anymore.
even there.
Oh, wow.
So I gotta sell for fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But I go sit and I'll watch for people. So much fun. The boomers crack me up.
Oh,
Aren't
gosh.
you a boomer?
No, I'm a
Oh,
You are the oldest motherfucker in here, so yeah, I'm going with that.
fuck off. I'm an older Gen X. I was born in '72.
Bah. that
No,
don't count.
I'm the latchkey kid.
Yeah.
Our generation's the one you just don't want to.
You guys just think you're cool, that's all.
We are cool because we had to put up with the fucking boomers and the millennials.
Hey, I'm an elder millennial. We're better.
You guys aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's the middle.
I think he's coming at you, Kenny. You're
Yeah.
getting insulted right
Yeah.
now.
No kidding. No Kenny's
That's
cool.
all right.
Kenny's cool. I'm glad we got to chat with
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having
Yeah.
me. It's been
Definitely,
great
yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
I really wanted to just make sure first episode a great cause to promote too. It's, Yeah, it was a cool idea.
Yeah, no,
When
thank
I-
you for that.
When he first told me, when Dave first told me your theme, I loved it. Because everybody wants to do very serious, talk about this, tell me your backstory. And it's like, hey,
No.
you guys are two of the coolest fans in the scene. And you just want to
Thank you.
fucking chill, have some beers,
All right, remind
hang
me.
out.
And then people
I
get
still
to know
have-
you guys and how you are as a real person.
Yeah.
Not
I still
just
have
that
that
guy that's
picture.
on stage screaming and yelling into a microphone.
I still have that picture of you choking out my kid. Yeah,
That was the
at
best.
Melfast, that was so.
That massacre, yeah, that was the best. He
That was
wanted
so
to
funny.
recreate it this year, but I think you forgot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ended up. Well, I was high,
And that's I was pretty busy this year.
but I
you
want
know.
to. Yeah, I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna.
last year, hey, Jade, can you take a picture with him real quick? Okay. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting that actually to like an 8x10. Such a
Nice.
cool. It's such a cool picture.
You know, and
It's
that's awesome seeing Gibson come in and, you know, being a part of the scene. That's
Introducing
one of the cool
them to it,
things,
yeah.
you know, like when you go to BT, you guys see it. It'll be at Kenny's show, it's at Massacres. There's all these places that are open to, you know, the family dynamic. You could come to
The
BT,
all ages
it's
shows.
all ages.
Yep.
You can
Yeah.
have a beer, watch bands, you know, and then your kids can be introduced to it.
Right.
You know, it's so funny. Because,
I know there was a couple. I felt bad because we couldn't take them with us.
Yeah, we used to wait for the longest time for like the all ages. Cause,
Yeah.
Because we didn't want. I mean, Gibson loved it, but now he still likes the metal. He's moved on to like the rap era and stuff.
I think we all went through that.
Oh, yeah.
I love my
Nice.
hip hop.
Especially me, you know.
Definitely.
Chuck,
it's so
you and I
funny.
were the Tupac, Biggie. I mean, that was
Oh, yeah.
when we were in school.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so funny when
All
he
my favorites
West
still.
Side.
when he gets ready
No
for
Limit
school.
Records, man. Master P.
When Gibson gets ready for school and he's coming down the hallway, 9 out of 10. Excuse me. 9 out of 10 times it's a local metal band he's wearing.
Nice.
Your snap up
So
is
it's like-
way better than mine.
Okay, now but he does love Tupac, which I'm like, I'm cool with that.
It's the old school, yeah.
Yeah, you know. That's why I told him. I said, why don't you listen to some Easy E?
As long as it's not the P. Diddler.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Him.
It's like I
think
feel
it's
bad
gonna-
for ever listening to anything he did.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna come down with him.
That's crazy.
They're gonna be fleeing. But yeah, some of the stuff I hear about him, that's weird.
And it's so funny
But
because
I wish. I mean, but if he would have he didn't have to do anything. I mean, he could steal me for free.
metal, they
Little
paint
tickle.
metal as the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
They
and you
always
go to
do.
you look at metal
Absolutely.
musicians and like look at Corpse Grinder, you know, Cannibal
Yeah.
Corpse,
Yeah.
who plays the,
Oh, the
the
claw
claw
machines,
machines to
yep.
donate them to the kids. You know, you go to like
His whole tour, he
metal
wins
shows
all
and
this
metal
shit.
fests, and it's all just love.
Everybody
Beat the
always
shit out
has
of each
that
other in the
stigma.
mosh pit,
Yeah.
and then you're hugging and brotherhood,
It's like we
sisterhood.
might have been in the
outwards.
pit and I just broke
Yeah.
your nose, but we're still cool when we're
Amen.
done.
And if anybody breaks that, then 50 people are getting them in line.
Right.
Exactly.
That's, you know, it's like your show. You ever have any issues at your show with people?
No, not really. I mean, it's at least nothing crazy. Like last year it was like just. Oh, you want to know what happened last year? That prisoner escaped the hospital.
Oh, shit.
That happened the same day. The
Shit.
same day last year as Mosh for Tots, and I didn't see anything. But for those that don't know, the hospital is only like 9 blocks away
Yeah,
or something
Right.
like that.
Down
So
on it, 3rd Street.
yeah, the cops were all over the place. I guess they had some streets closed, but I did hear some outside conversation of they did see someone like in a jumpsuit like wandering by or something like that.
Don't
So-
mind me. Don't mind me. Mind your business.
To clarify,
Mind your business.
Mosh for Tots is such a good show that prisoners break out
Out.
Yeah.
to support the kids
They gotta get
with
there
Toys
for
for
the
Tots.
kids.
Hell yeah.
That's how good Kenny is
What
at
day
running
it
this
is?
show.
Oh,
That's
let's
right.
fuck this. I'm out here. I
I
gotta
gotta
go.
be at the hospital that day. Perfect.
No, but it's-
Worked right out.
But it's so funny.
I
It's
just
almost
wonder
like
what
I
toy he
planned it.
donated. Like,
Yeah.
You're
why
talking
is this
about-
his bag of O-negative blood? Like,
It's got like a shiv cut out. Like, here you go.
is this a blood pressure cuff?
Get well soon, Bear. To Tommy. Who's Tommy?
Is this hospital meatloaf?
Oh shit! Jesus Christ, man! Wow.
Oh, that's some sick stuff.
Wow.
Sick shit.
This is classic right now.
But no, it's
Damn.
like, like talking about this stereotype, and it's like, what was it last year at Metal Massacre? It was Friday night was Chuck I and Gibson.
Yeah.
Saturday night was Chuck I, my wife, Gibson, and my daughter Lindsay. And we always, everybody knows all of our stuff is like right outside the main doors. Sitting, just we'll have our chairs set up. I'll have like our beers and all that, and we can go in and watch and come back, and nobody's going to mess your stuff. Okay, so Saturday night we're out there sitting, and Gibson just looked at me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go use the bathroom." I'm like, "All right." My wife goes, "Aren't you gonna go with him?" "No, he's fine. He's just right over there." "Sure." I'm like, "Yeah, he's fine." I'm like, if anybody, like, those events, if like, those kids, like anybody.
Everybody's kids are running everywhere.
I'm like,
nobody has a word.
I would feel sorry for the poor soul who laid the hand on a kid, like, in an event.
At a metal
Honestly.
show,
Oh,
absolutely.
my God.
They probably
And she was like, "Are you
wouldn't find the
serious?"
body.
And I remember you saying something to her, too. It's like, I'm like, no one's going to touch you.
Like, no.
I mean, know where your kids are, but like,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
Yeah.
Just know they're
He
safe
can walk
around
to the
all these
bathroom.
people.
Yeah, he
Most
knows
of the
where
people I've
bathroom's
met
at.
through this whole time, everybody you've introduced me to,
yeah.
they'd give you the shirt off their back if you needed it.
And if anybody's listening to this long, it's never been to a place like at this show for Toys for Tots. Basement Transmission has some of the coolest security crew.
They do.
I mean, you're checked when you get in there.
The feature
They
fest we
make
went
sure,
to,
they're
they had
make
it all
sure
set.
everybody's safe.
Yep,
And this is
Top-notch job.
December.
definitely.
Yeah, December 7th. December 7th, which is a Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yep.
What is it? One new toy in package per person, or $5 per entry.
It's for the kids, man. You got to do it.
Yep.
If you don't know where it's at 145 West 11th Street, Erie, PA.
I always
just
tell
super
people, go to the
badass.
crack
The guy that-
McDonald's, it's behind it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody should go to it. I mean, bring
Also,
a toy.
the
Bring
Cluck
a toy
Truck-
and give $5.
The Cluck Truck food truck will be set up there as well.
Oh,
I just,
okay, cool.
That just hit my memory, actually. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which
Are they
food
the
truck?
only
the,
one?
the
Or?
Cluck Truck.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Very
so-
cool.
Good fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
some good stuff going
Yeah,
on
so
too.
getting the
But
best food out of trucks like that.
yeah, that stereotype with heavy metal says bullshit. But
Everybody, they might look like torn clothes, makeup, whatever they do. Everybody's each their own, but nicest
Trying to
people
see
you
how
could
far
ever
we're
talk
at.
to.
I don't even know how long we've been talking.
It's okay. We can just keep going. There's no
Oh
limit.
yeah, 45 minutes.
We no limit soldiers.
Yeah, but it's so funny. But the stereotype, because it's funny too, because I wear like all my metal rings tatted up, and all my my customers will ask me all the time. I tell you, oh yeah.
That's awesome. I tell people,
A lot of people don't know about it. I mean, even like the people my age or your guys' age, I'm like, huh? I'm like, yeah, go check them out. I'm like, go get on Facebook, look at search Basement Transmission or Voodoo Brewery, or
But make
You'll
sure you
find-
hang around
yeah,
long
you'll
enough
find them. Yeah, you'll
and
find
get to know the band guys a little bit. Talk to them. They're great people.
well, and that's one of the things. Like most of these fests, I'm sure you do the same thing as Massacre, where like we don't book assholes.
No,
You know, all the people that play these shows are awesome. You know, all these band members are so cool.
Yes.
they are.
You know, and I find myself all the time, like even with Kenny here, like I fanboy over these people.
Oh
Like,
my
man,
God, I
this
feel
dude
like-
is a phenomenal drummer. Like, I don't know if you caught Slaughter and Meridian 2 years ago at Massacre, but this dude could play the goddamn drums.
I'm sure I
You know?
did.
And that's like in Battle Chapel. You know, you guys both know Phil. Phil's an amazing
Oh,
guy,
man.
drummer, Brotherhood of the Jam.
Love Phil.
Yeah.
Like
I
that dude's my drummer. Like, I sit there
He's
watching him at
badass.
practice and forget what I'm doing as he's just doing his thing, you know?
Yeah.
He's killer. He's such
Tim,
a good drummer.
Steve, phenomenal guitarist. You know, I played with Steve in other bands. Same thing. It's like these guys
Right.
are so good.
They do
Alex
so
Dawson.
good together.
You know, you look at her, and it's just she's so good in Vernotica. And now she's playing,
yeah.
and
She's got a voice, man.
it's
Awesome.
hard, you know. And then you talk about like Storms Within when they get up there, you know, like, and
Yeah.
they're all so cool.
A lot of it has to do with like everybody's stage presence.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
All of them,
For
everybody
sure.
always
But I catch
promotes
myself-
everybody.
You know what sucks, and then well, it doesn't suck, but for me, like I'll be sitting watching the band, especially like it doesn't matter what show. I catch myself like I might concentrate on the bass player for like a song, and just watch it's just like holy shit. I'm almost envy. I'm like, how does your fingers move that way? And how come while you're playing the drum, it doesn't look like you're?
But
Did you break a sweat?
speaking of cool musicians, I do want to point out that unfortunately our scene lost one of the coolest dudes I've ever met this week. Sean Moore from Crow Feather, from Just Circle Yes.
That's sad.
That's sad.
That's
man.
sad to hear.
Very
Yeah,
sad.
it is
That's
very
sad
sad.
for the
So
community.
Condolences to
Take
the
a
family,
sip for
to
that,
everybody.
dude.
Yes.
Take a sip,
Definitely.
everybody.
Absolutely.
didn't mean to bring it down a note, but
It's all right.
Yeah.
he was in the first band, and that's. I was kind of going to ask you about this since we're talking to two of the biggest fans. I love it about your first band experience. So my first band was with Sean Moore, who passed this week. My brother said, "Hey, my buddy, because they were really good friends in high school, was wanting to start a band, and I wanted to be the next Des Fair. I loved that. Kind of had a Cold Chamber Moore voice back then.
Right.
So we got together jamming, and unfortunately, really sad you guys never got to meet Jimmy Hall. Jimmy
Yeah.
Hall. He was in that band. He was in a band
That
called
was the
Blunt
first
Force.
massacre I went to.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
had
that
right
we
on
had,
it in
yeah.
honor of.
Jim Hall. But anyway, and it was the drummer was Cody Brewer, and like bands that never play a real show are the funnest bands you've ever been in. Like we just get drunk, play
And
music.
Jam out.
We called Jim was this big tough guy, and he was way younger, 17 when we started the band. So he didn't drink, and we would just call him Big Wet Pussy, but we didn't call him that. We'd chase him going whoop. Whoop! And like literally, and anybody that listens
That's
to
where
this,
she got the idea from.
anybody that
Holy
listens to
shit.
this, that just heard that noise, we'll go back to those. Like we used to play house parties and just chase Jimmy around.
Nice.
So,
Nice. That would have been so much fun.
Yeah.
so you
I
guys,
missed
do
out.
you remember like your very first? You could be growing up like your first local band you went to go see.
Like first, what got you into the metal like this, anyways?
I thought you were gonna say first concert. Mine was Weird Al Yankovic.
Really?
Twice.
Mine
I
was
love Weird
I
Al,
was
man.
13 years old. There was the Beach Boy.
I used to have his cassettes.
Mine was whichever year the free Ozfest was. And
Oh,
so
nice.
that was like my first big like concert that I got to go
That would have
to.
been cool.
So where we're all from, West County over there, there's a band that was pretty good, Deadloft.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Deadloft.
Yeah.
And it was three brothers, the Baumgartner brothers, and they've done various bands throughout. But they used to play this arcade down from my house, Country Greens.
Yeah.
You guys, you remember the Greens?
No.
Oh,
I
you would've
remember
loved
hearing
it.
about it.
All ages shows. It was at they had a pool hall, arcade, batting cages, go karts, and on
Everything.
Fridays or Saturdays they would let bands do shows. No stage, just on the floor.
Awesome.
And Deadloft would put 200 people in there, and I was 16, 17 years old, just moshing, having a
Right.
good time. Made me want to be a musician. And actually,
Nice.
the lead singer, Jay Baumgartner, said the thing that probably made me in a band. I couldn't find a death metal band, which is what I wanted. And he told me, "Oh, well, if you can't find it, that's because you're not looking hard enough."
Damn.
Right.
And that's what I now tell anybody that tells me they want to be in a band.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
around here.
Go do it.
Just
Well, I
do it,
can't
man.
find anybody. Then you're not looking hard enough.
Don't hem haw about it. Just go out and do it.
Go
Try
to
it.
go to a show, take your shirt off, and say, "I want to be in a band." And there's at least
Right.
somebody else there that'll be like, "Let's do this."
Right.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep. Exactly. Like my first serious band, Beneath the Scars, I got in because they played a show and half their band didn't show up.
Oh shit.
And they had a bad break. They had a bad breakup, and I told them like, "Hey, I want to be in a band." But I work second shift, so it didn't work. A year later, I get a call, and they're like, "You still work a second shift?" I'm like, "Who is this?" I still work a second shift? No. Okay, we need a singer.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Funny story about that. So that original band, Tattered, half of it became Beneath the Scars, which is now jamming in Scars of Agony, and the other half was Miyagi, Roddy, and Danny Guthrie,
Okay.
who are now in Gelatin Skeleton
Right.
I
and
love
Souls
that.
Collapse.
That's a great.
You
that's
know,
a good.
so you
band.
talk about our
One of
scene
my
and
favorites.
everything.
Yeah.
all these people, just the way they evolve, it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah,
So
Skeleton
cool.
Skeleton is one of my favorites.
Even I remember
Yeah.
the first 814 Fest I went to, and you introduced me to Miyagi, and then, and looking at him now, he's changed a lot.
Yeah.
I think he has.
He's a good dude. Going
Great
through some
dude.
hard times. Like that
He
show,
is.
December 21st, I believe.
Yeah.
His benefit show is going
Right.
to be a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're on my.
Anybody you get a chance, you get out to it, help out a good cause for a great dude.
for sure.
Yeah, my first local band. It was probably I was 18 years old, so I put it in 86.
So Kenny wasn't born yet.
No, it was.
Not
And
yet.
I think I told you.
He was
it
still a
uh,
thought in his dad's nutsack.
I wasn't there.
It was my brother's band because the north side of Indianapolis was like a college bar area, and their band I remember Danger Will Robinson was there, but they were back then everybody was just cover.
He's
Yeah.
just showing
That
his
was all
age with the
covered back
Danger
there.
Will Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Danger Will Robinson.
Yeah, that was a good.
Lost in Space.
Yeah, that was a good show, man. But yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Nice.
What? I'm not no squirrel.
Oh, that's what it's all about. What about you? You ever talk to any of your old bands?
Not too many. Like when it comes to like Anti-Atom, like I mean, obviously I talk to my brother. He's my brother, Jeremiah Sutton. I talk to Will Walker now and then.
Yeah.
When it comes to like Disgraced,
I see Mark all the time.
I'm sorry.
I don't talk to him unless I see him. I live in Girard,
Yeah,
so he's
for
got his
sure.
tattoo shop there, and now he's got the hippie space going, which actually seems like they do some cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Oh, that's hilarious. Any interest in the band?
For me,
Yeah, getting one going.
there is a fire. I am
Little
working
fire.
on it.
Little
I
ember.
kind of what he said earlier. There's nothing like doing a band that hardly or never plays shows. I won't say I won't ever play shows, but I just want to have a band to have fun with, crack some beers.
Some people,
I'm
yeah,
down.
you could just
Yeah.
go sit
Like,
and
Just
Yeah.
pretty
jam.
much like a jam.
I jam
fest.
with you.
Kind of, yeah.
I
it
wish
could be
I
a lot
could
of
play an
fun.
instrument.
Yeah.
No, the instrument I could play is 12 ounces at a time.
Because that's
Instrument of destruction.
Backup dancer.
Backup dancer, I could do that all sexy as shit with tight ass shirt, the tightest
there's-
shirt you can see. It's 3 sizes too small.
I like it.
I don't care. There's nothing.
Stretching my man titties for
Oh, that's so sexy.
Ooh, they're so perky.
They are perky.
Alright.
Yeah. They're good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're good handlebars. There's nothing to me. There's nothing cooler than watching like a good guitarist. Just watching that finger finger movement. Some just the talent. I mean,
What
just the talent that
what I suggest if you've never done it before is look at their solo face. Dead serious.
Okay.
Look at a guitarist's solo face.
Okay.
Because they all have their own thing. Like Engraver from Beneath the Scars and everything. Love the dude. He looks like he's making out. Like he will literally like and then like you get people that'll like mouth what they're doing. You get people that like what I love is like the super cozy where they're just like kind of bob their head back and forth, or then you get the super stares like Chuck trying to find his penis where they're just like
That's right.
really looking down
That's
trying
right.
to see
It
what they're
takes a
doing.
minute
Like,
sometimes. I'm a white guy.
because in that moment, man, guitarists are just lost and into it. Kind of
Right.
like a drummer in a breakdown. Like
Oh,
when
yeah.
you watch what a drummer does in a breakdown, it's amazing,
I wish I had that skill. I really do.
Yeah.
I never heard it called that before.
What's that?
Solo face.
Oh, I call it solo,
Solo
face.
face.
Never heard that before. It took me a second to. I'm like.
Yeah, when they're
okay. Yeah,
when they're
no.
doing their leads, yeah, it's
It is true too because one of my favorite ones just to watch because what you were saying, I love watching Jason Richardson of All Remains because his finger he's so smooth, but it's like he's almost you can see like a throat going in. It's like oh yeah, like what are you doing? What do you got going on there, boy? But yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's a
But
little stank face. I like
The
to call it.
talent.
stank face.
Stank
Nice.
face,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, though, the talent, just, man, me and Chuck have been to many concerts in the last probably,
Couple years.
a couple of years.
Once I got you
Just
going into it with me.
and just the talent. There's
Yeah.
a lot of talented people out there.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
I mean,
When you came up with this idea, it felt good. It's like, all right, that's going to be awesome, man.
I mean,
Helping to promote everybody I can.
Just knowing who your next podcast is
Oh,
really
God.
shows that.
Yeah,
I better staple
episode
padding
two.
to the walls just
Yeah,
in case.
yeah.
Better keep a fresh supply of lube.
What's
I'm
sad
working-
is we've had a good conversation. It kind of went off the walls. It's not even going to touch next week.
Oh,
You're
man.
right.
Oh,
You know, that's all
God.
right.
I won't be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Yeah,
You're welcome to come out.
yeah, but
You
it's-
feel like coming back out, Kenny? You're more
I,
than
uh,
welcome.
Oh, that show's going to cause a lot of coming out.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Oh boy. I
I
think Dave's
told
gonna.
I told him when he was telling me, he goes, you don't know what you just unleashed to the world.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
replied back. I said, I am a little scared and I'm a little turned on.
You
And
gotta
I
let
don't know
people
what
know
to think
who it
about
is.
It's
this.
fucking Joe Nameless,
Nameless.
man.
Yeah, Joe Nameless, and that is
The
my-
worst band
Yeah.
you will probably ever see. But they're just that fucking cool. I mean, shit stained
There's
underwear. Hendy gets it going on.
All the natural stank faces.
Yeah.
It's,
I
yeah.
went to school with those guys.
And this is Gibson's favorite band, so he's
Yeah.
he's
That was
he's
even
joining
like
in.
from when we did that Zoom call with you and Hendy was on it. It's like looking at him there, it's like normal looking guy.
normal.
On
but-
stage,
Right.
holy fuck. And they're coming in character, I
Yeah,
am
they're-
a little scared.
Yeah.
The wife's got the taser charged up just
Yeah.
in case.
I do.
You
We're gonna
know,
be
I
hiding,
might,
yeah.
maybe I ought to pick up some animal tranquilizers.
You know you both need to wear sweatpants, right?
Okay.
No, I did not know that.
And we got to make sure
Well, you
the
got to have a
video-
boner in sweatpants.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I can come up with that.
We
one.
got to let
Yeah,
everybody
I think
see
that
how happy we are to have it.
Yeah. I got security guards hired.
Especially the gimp. That's just going to be like.
We have an EMS on standby.
Nice.
Got it.
And this one, actually, we're working on trying to get this podcast to be, like on video.
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
they've even asked for hopefully try to get a
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah.
He,
So
he
this-
really wants
yeah,
to live
so
stream.
when we're
That's
working
I'm
on
like,
it-
okay, I'm going to do that. Even
Yeah.
if I just get like a tripod for my fucking
Yeah.
phone.
I think you have a great idea going here. I really do. I think this is awesome.
Thank you.
It's a work in progress. I
And
mean,
I appreciate all the help you've been promoting.
Oh,
us
dude,
and
it's
shit,
so
yeah.
cool.
When I saw that post you did, I'm like, holy fuck, yeah. So I told them up and down, I'm like, man, that's how everybody is. They're going to promote the shit out of us.
Yeah.
Everybody
fun.
takes care of each other.
yeah, we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to meet Kenny. I've never met Kenny before.
Definitely got to
I
meet
mean,
Kenny.
it's been, I mean,
Yeah.
but I haven't had. I've only been, like I said, maybe a couple of years. I've had zero.
I loved when he
Zero
told me
bad
about
issues.
the first show he went to by himself.
Get the bear.
And how all you guys went run up,
Oh, yeah.
run up hugging him and shit. I'm like, see?
That's how it is.
You're
man.
in,
You're one of
man.
us.
It's like you're one of us now. I introduced
Yeah,
you
one
to
of-
it. Yeah. Next thing you know, if he breaks out the lube, use it.
I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
I remember you being at that show, but I don't remember much about halfway through that show.
I wish
Yes.
I could have been
It was a mile from my house, and I don't get
Oh.
that luxury very often.
nice.
And the wife was driving, so
Even better.
Even
Yeah,
better.
that's rare.
Even better.
You
It
gotta have
is.
fun with that.
Most times it'd be like 2:30 in the morning. I'm 17 beers deep, and she
I'm
makes me
always
drive
the
home on
designated
these
driver.
fucking back roads. I'm like,
You did it to yourself.
No, I'm the
you did it to
designated
yourself,
driver.
but you're driving
So,
anyways. All right, thanks, wife.
I'm okay.
I'll take the Dewey.
that, we do not condone that.
No.
Good call. Good
Bad
call.
Chuck.
Yeah.
call.
Bad Chuck.
Bad Chuck. Shh.
Please, for the love of God, don't do anything we do. No stunts. No animals were hurt. Yeah, we can't. yeah.
Disclaimer:
Well-
we are professionals. Do not try this at home.
But this
Thank
it is
you.
nice for me, for like all of us, because I'm the designated driver. Because
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
know my weed.
Yeah.
So I love watching drunk people. Oh my God, they're the best.
Oh, he does too, man.
Chuck is a wonderful drunk
Oh
too.
my
Man.
God.
Chuck is a wonderful drunk.
Because what was it you
When we were at the Rathskeller that night, oh boy.
who asked? I think maybe even you, maybe even I know Eric did.
I remember I was there, and then we woke up at Taco Bell's parking lot.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
was
a
like,
good
okay,
night.
cool,
Yeah.
good shit, Dave.
Yeah, that was a good time. Well, there's been a couple
people.
I have.
It
Don't get me
is.
wrong. I've gotten drunk. Me and him have gotten drunk together, and the most classic one that we still talk about is our first
Oh.
overnight trip as a family. So his wife and daughter, me and my family, we go down to Pittsburgh.
Oh boy.
We want to go to the Hoffenberg house, and then we're going to go to...
We were there earlier and had dinner.
Yeah.
But then later was like the half... Was it St.
No,
Patty's
it was
weekend?
we didn't realize it was
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day until we checked in the hotel and everybody's green
So
beans. We're like,
it's
going,
like, all right, we left the kids.
That's right.
Left the kids in one room, and then we go back out. Well, we end
Yeah.
up back at Hofbräu House.
Oh,
We go
dear.
in,
Oh, dear
and
baby
it's
Jesus.
everybody's dancing on tables, and oh man, it's such a good looking time.
Oh, dear baby
But we go up to the
Jesus.
bar to get a growler, and
Mind you,
he did.
I'm already drunk.
Yeah, he's
I'm already
pretty
drunk.
So
Right,
when we
right.
go to leave, and because the ladies were waiting for us, this guy's hugging his fucking growler, trying to run out the door, look like he stole something.
So they stopped me.
Yeah, security guards stop him. That's like,
jeez.
I'm like,
I just see so I had to go prove I did it.
it's
and I'm
like, you bought. We bought this. We need a receipt. Fuck.
so I had
Back
to,
to
go
the
back
bar.
and
It's
drink
like I got a decent buzz, but this guy, oh boy, when he gets drunk, it's fun.
it. So yeah,
It is fun.
I am a happy drunk.
Yes.
If I just drink my beer, like I love a good German beer. I love
Go
it.
back
I
to
will
the
drink,
bar in this
Nice.
big ass
but I'm a very
crowd,
happy drunk.
trying to get the bartender to print us a fucking receipt.
Yeah, it was just a horrible.
And we end up just going to go out, and it's like, look, dude, there's shit in it. He bought it. You should have just said that. So we go back to the hotel. Me and him are gonna hang out and have a cigarette and some
Drunk.
stuff, and the ladies go up, and right behind there's train tracks. Me and him are at the fence. Yeah, we could claim that we did pee to the train.
Yeah,
we tried
it looked
like
like
hell.
it. It looked like, and here comes a train.
His growler cap. I'm laying on the sidewalk just laughing at him. It's so much fun.
It seriously looked like it was like right there.
Yeah.
And what did the lovely ladies think of
Oh, they
this?
went up. They were already upstairs.
For like, you're on your own.
Yeah,
Yep. They
God
just left
save
us
you.
go. It's
We're
like, yep.
embarrassed as shit.
Nice.
yeah, they were already
Yeah,
upstairs.
right.
They
So-
know better. When he gets going there
But
and
I-
I'm already there too, it's like, yeah.
But I swear
Game
to
on.
God, it only looked like when we were trying to pee on that passing train. Like it was only like maybe.
Yeah. It's
Like
like,
we were- like I was-
60 feet
oh.
away and I'm trying like hell.
Man, I was convinced I was peeing on that train.
So somebody's gonna listen to this podcast,
Yeah.
and they're gonna play it in high school for
Yep.
why you should not drink.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's okay.
It's a good example.
Yeah.
And then the next morning when we
Or
saw it
they're
in
gonna
light.
say, I wish I had a friend like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the next morning he's like, he's got his growler but no cap.
No, we found the cap out in the
Yep.
parking
Walk
lot.
back where we were hanging out. There's his
Yep.
fucking cap.
Yep.
Like,
if
way
you-
to go, Dave.
And
And
if
the
you
tracks
look,
are like a mile away.
yep, and
Not
you
right
look
there.
in daylight,
Go
the
look at-
tracks were
yeah.
like 70 to 100 yards away. I wasn't even close.
Well, it wasn't 100. It was probably 25 yards.
Yeah, it was a long ways.
But it was downhill at that.
But
It's like,
the
you
night
know-
before, I pissed on the train. I know I did.
It's you know what? It's the big moments in
I had
life
this
that matter,
flash-
Dave.
It is.
Yep.
Man,
I
It
had
is.
this flashback, so I had to be right on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't from that rock, it was from that train.
that's
I'm telling you.
as a guy, we all have that. I pissed on this thing. I
Yeah,
got banned
it's
from a
fine.
pizza shop for 2 years for pissing in the garbage can.
Nice.
Like,
Yep.
Nice.
I used to
That
get
is a
delivery to
nice
their front door.
factoid. That's
Yeah.
a nice factoid.
That's why you shouldn't go to happy hour at 4 in the afternoon.
You know,
Nope.
I might look innocent.
You
I
look
look
innocent.
But in high school, no, I wasn't in high school. My best friend back then, Benji, I still talk to him once in a while, but I came back, we were partying on New Year's Eve. And it was that time of Purple Passion. My God, are you knocking on that wood?
No.
That motherfucker's loud.
If I was knocking on that wood, I'd be around the corner on the other side of the table. I don't get to see this sexy bitch
Do you remember
too
the
often.
time when Purple Passion was in? Remember that drink,
No.
Purple Passion?
No.
Oh shit! I'm
Yep.
showing my fucking age.
Was I like 5 when this
Kinda
was?
sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Purple
I
Passion
might have
was
been
like
10.
a purple
Yeah, I'd be 10.
alcoholic sweet drink. It was like
Nice.
Kind of like a Boone's Farm, maybe.
Oh, worse.
Ooh,
It was
Oh,
worse.
yeah.
It was like maybe
Oh, yeah.
you know.
I just got
whatever.
a little upchuck just thinking of
I
this.
know, right?
Yeah, so we weren't allowed at parties after this
Natty
one.
Ice.
No, but we ended up
But
crashing
goddamn was it
parties.
cheap.
I can't believe
$8.
you guys. Man, I'm showing my age.
Milwaukee's best ice. It's called Beast Ass.
Oh yeah,
Beast.
that's
Beast Ass. That's what I man.
Yeah.
that's one of the ones.
boy.
I won't
Oh,
dump
that's-
it, but I'll be heavily disappointed about drinking it.
Oh yeah, but when you're underage,
Oh,
man.
for
that's-
sure.
Yeah, back
You
then
don't
it
care.
didn't
Why,
matter.
You don't
it's
care.
like $8, $10. Here you go.
For
So
sure.
I'm not gonna name drop, but I had a good friend that might be in a band next week, and his we were underage. His uncle would buy us beer, you know, and $10 a person, and come back with Beast Ass. And you're like, yeah, it's so cool. And then you turn 21, and you're like, what do you mean that's $12?
Yeah. Right?
It's so true.
This dude was
so-
making like 300% profit off of us.
Oh, man.
So, this
There was
fucking dumb
One
kids.
younger dude that
Wait,
always
We
wanted.
didn't know.
Always
I didn't
asked me
know
to
it.
pick
Yeah,
up
we
some
didn't
vodka
know.
for him, and at the time, my uncle owned a bar.
Hell, the fir-
I'm like, I guess how I get hooked up.
hell, the
He
first
gets
time
sells
I,
it to me, and she was 21, so we'd be buying bottles of Jack Queens, and I'd be charging him like fucking $25 for it. I'm like, yeah, you're paying bar prices, man.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. I remember growing up though when I was high school. My dad was an airline mechanic, and he those you know those little alcohol bottles they have on airplanes. He would have like in the outside the garage refrigerator. It was
Nice.
fit full. Man, I would. Man, I would get so drunk on those little vodkas and little the gin.
I was like,
The
Vladimir
gin was
vodka. You remember like
Ugh.
Vladi?
no.
When I had just turned 20, going to college, that's what it was Vladi. We used to play a game called Kiss of Death, where everybody had their drinks, you know, a fish bowl in the middle. And you'd pick a card. And if you got a red, you gave out how many drinks were on the card. If you got a black, you had to drink that. And when you did, you had to dump in the bowl. And then whoever got the ace of spades drank the bowl.
Had to drink the
Also,
So it could
Oh.
be anything.
Oh,
God.
so you get down to like 5 cards left. The bowl's like half full, and every card you pull, you're like, for the love of Jesus, no.
I think
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I think I just threw up a little in my mouth. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
my
sounds rough.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Ass.
To be
Asshole.
young and dumb again.
Asshole was my worst.
Now I'm just old, fat, and dumb, and it's nowhere near as fun.
It's not.
Dude, I
Because
was.
now you just try to move and stand up and do stupid shit. It's like, ow,
Yeah.
joint pain, ow.
But now it's
It's like I can't go jump out of that tree nowadays.
When I was a kid and I said I want to grow up, I wish somebody had said, you know, you're going to hurt yourself sleeping.
Right?
Are you
And
gonna?
I slept wrong. Ow.
Pull your hamstring, doing the little cock-free wiggle to clear your underwear, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies, you know the sidestep we do, right?
Yeah.
That's,
Right.
I'm not telling anybody.
You've seen that
anything.
dance move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or like blow out your back when you fart. Get an old fucking sock. I don't give a shit.
Chuck doesn't blow out his back; he blows out everybody near him.
Yeah, I do too. I do. I can clear out a room if I
Yeah,
like
he's
to.
good at that. Yeah.
Especially
yeah.
when she makes deviled eggs and I chow them down. It's like,
Oh, that sounds so good.
Don't get near him. Swear to God, don't get near
It's
him.
like
when he does
progressively just like the bar started here, and right now it's somewhere about 6.
it. Oh, we lost
Yeah.
that bar long. That's
yeah,
fine.
it's gone. I can't even see it anymore. It's so low.
Oh, next week's inning, it's gonna go.
Oh my god.
I am a little
Yeah,
worried.
we're gonna have to open up the whole garage.
I'm honored you guys had us on the
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Thank
we-
you.
yeah, I
Appreciate
think-
you guys coming
Yeah.
out, most definitely.
It was
Kenny,
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Everybody
After
get a
that-
chance. Go check out Mosh for Tots. Help the kids out.
Yes.
And also,
Show some love.
And also, this episode is brought to you by Plumber Dave and Sons, serving all of Erie County, Pennsylvania.
He's
For all your
plugging his
plumbing-
business.
For all your plumbing needs, call 814-806-4546. That
And-
number again is 814-806-4546.
Jesus Christ. Now he's going to have to pay us
Well,
for
hold on.
that.
I just want to say, like, if you need a plumber and you're hearing this dude sponsors Massacre,
Oh, yeah.
wants to sponsor local events, is a part of the scene,
Yep.
and loves playing with your pipes.
Yes, he does.
All
He
right,
will
guys.
play with your pipes all day.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for
Much
having us, man.
appreciated.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate it.
making the trip.